Both Alex Cora and Craig Breslow spoke yesterday, and it appears that there may be a growing divide over there, perhaps between them.
Another one? Did we just have this with Cora and Heim?
We did.
Yes. Sometimes when there's a problem, when there are repeated problems,
Right.
and the same person is involved, you would point the finger at that person. But Alex Cora, to me, does not seem like a troublemaker. The man has won a World Series championship. So I don't know what to tell you. I grow ever more depressed because it seems like they're in the running when it comes to Bregman, but it doesn't seem like they are a shoo-in for Bregman. And Alex Cora, we talked a little bit about this yesterday. Alex Cora, I thought, gave you the in on getting Bregman. It seemed like Fenway Park gave you an advantage when it came to Bregman, but I don't know what to tell you. My fear is that they have the best prospects in all of Major League Baseball, and that therefore they're pointing to that shiny object which is available for you in 2026, and that is going to be their out if they are unwilling to spend what it takes to get Alex Bregman. However, it's not a lot of money to get him, though. That's the thing, Curtis, that drives you nuts. It's the Boston Red Sox.
Well, I would just say this. I think all of this is on purpose. Like, they're doing everything they can to make it appear as though there are people in the organization that are dead set on winning, when in reality, if Alex Cora really didn't like the direction of the organization, he could have gone elsewhere. You know, and what I thought was a sign the organization was going to reinvest, because why would Cora re-sign? Well, maybe he's just happy making $7 million. He likes where he lives. He likes Boston. His family's still going to, his daughter, I think, is a senior in college here still. So, like, it's all nonsense. It's a bunch of fire and fury and no action. And sitting with Sam Kennedy at the Fenway Fest, where they gouged fans $90 a head for like a Q&A with a Netflix producer, it just, there's zero urgency. It's like, how long can we get away with this grift? Like, that's it. I mean, in what way have they shown you that they're investing? They sold off prospects for a good pitcher, and then they got another guy on short years. Like, where is the investment in the actual on-field roster?
It just seems like they're pinning everything on the future, and I guess maybe the Red Sox fans will, put the doctor's office smock on and turn around and cough.
Yep.
But you have the money. I get it that you're trying to lead this revolution in Major League Baseball and adjust the term length on deals and adjust what guys are going to get paid. But it ends up being the fans who are the ones who pay for that.
So what's the offer they gave him? 4 years, 100 and...
I don't know what the number ended up. Was it 4 years?
It was 4
and
years.
120?
Okay, so
whatever.
So they gave him an
somebody's gonna have to look. Scheinberg, Curtis.
Nothing is actually an offer until they sign the guy for the money they're saying, and we actually see the signed contract. Like, everything else is nonsense.
What
Really,
about other
it is.
teams? Has there been any other teams that have like is it Bregman saying, all right, I want more money, or is there a good deal on the table where Bregman's like, I don't want to go there?
We talked about this yesterday. You were here, I think.
Yeah.
There are, the Red Sox are one of 3 finalists when it comes to him.
Right.
And I would assume that the offers are pretty similar.
Okay.
I mean, he has an offer to go back to Houston. So if he wants to do that, he can do that. They're not going more than 4 years. So it's not all of these deals are 4-year deals. Am I correct about that, Curtis?
Yes, and the other side of this, Greg, what we were told was that part of the reason Cora signed to come back for 3 more years was that he would have a bigger seat at the table. He felt Heim was is it gun shy? Is that the word? I don't know the term.
Shy.
He was afraid to make a move. And this, if Bregman doesn't come here, doesn't it suggest to you that that's nonsense as well?
Yeah, but they're already setting it up for that, because I know we're going to hear from Craig Breslow during They Said It, but he was going on saying that he believes that they have a playoff team already. under their belt. So that's what they're doing. They're getting you ready for a big disappointment because they are saying they believe they already have the talent on this team.
And I think it's
a
interesting.
Playoff team. It's not a World Series winning team.
Correct.
Right? Maybe I'll accept that it's a playoff team.
Do you think Breslow would say that if he had to manage it?
Hence why there's a divide.
Right.
I think. Yeah.
And the whole Nolan Arenado deal that they already leaked, that they have a deal ready, like they're just trying to squeeze. I think Bregman's got Boris Scheim. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
I think they both do.
Yeah, so I feel like these are all just games. We're all being played.
Which he, at some point, he's not getting. I mean, he obviously he could retire on the Soto deal, but he didn't get Pete Alonso, or he didn't advise Pete Alonso well, because he turned down 6 years and 175, whatever.
Yeah, and then Pete got 2 for 54 with the Mets.
Right. So, I mean, at some point, is he going to fall out of favor, Curtis, or is he the forever super agent?
Scott Boras is the very best at what he does. So, I mean, he is. I don't think there's a close second in terms of agents in my lifetime. Maybe Rosenhaus in football, but. No, if you're a great player, you want Boras.
Well, I guess that the initial offer from Houston was 6 years, 154. So if you're 4 years, you're probably less than that. So, I mean, maybe he's looking for more money, and he seems like he's not getting the money that he wants. Maybe similar to like a Blake Snell, right? Blake Snell wanted more money, never got it. Did a 1 year deal and ended up hitting it big this year. So maybe Bregman does that.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have to go back and read. I believe that offer is off the table. I think the latest reporting is that all three teams have offered him 4 years.
Yeah.
So the deals are somewhat similar, and it's up to him to choose if he would like to choose Friendly Fenway and the Boston Red Sox, then he could go ahead and do that. This is Kevin from my adopted home continent of Maine. Hello, Kevin.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
What's up?
First time caller, guys. I love the show. I listen on my way home from work every day. I work nights.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
My biggest thing, Greg, is I don't want Bregman. I don't agree with you. Because if you bring in Bregman and then they go ahead and they've got this whole Arenado thing, we've been beat over the head for 5 years about kids, farm.
Yeah.
The kids are finally ready. Why do we want guys in their early to mid-30s who are going to take contracts that are going to go into their late 30s and watch them decline, who are going to block these kids?
Well, because
you might as well just trade the kids now.
Kevin, it gives you the luxury of bringing those kids in when you want to bring those kids in and waiting on them and having the luxury of doing it at the end of May or the mid-June or whatever, as opposed to rushing them. It also gives you somebody who is an adult in the clubhouse. And so it shouldn't be a money thing with them. The guy has a 5,000-foot yacht that he docks in the over by the Boston Harbor Hotel. It shouldn't be pay Bregman and bring those guys along when you want to bring them along. I don't. You and I are going to disagree on that, and I just think the fans.
Second question.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you're going to bring him in and give him a 4-year deal, though, when are you going to bring those kids in?
It doesn't
because you
matter.
Just gave him a 4-year deal.
They're still paying Chris Sale. They're still paying Manny Ramirez.
Kevin, you're coming home from a night shift. You work your ass off. The Red Sox should invest for fans like you, and you should not give them an out. Do whatever you can to make this team as good as possible, but I think they're going to be in for a rude awakening. I was looking the other day, Greg, the home opener. I could find seats 10, 14 together. Which it used to not even be allowed to be sold online because it would sell out too quickly.